The Chaos Emeralds have always played a huge role in the Sonic the Hedgehog series, from powering machines, letting Sonic go super, and fueling the fight between Sonic and Eggman. Historically, they trace all the way back to the race of echidnas that Knuckles comes from, back when Chaos emerged from the Master Emerald to get the echidna's shit together, uprooting the entire surrounding landmass into the air, forming what we now know as Angel Island. The Chaos Emeralds have been there since day one, with the original Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis, but you didn't have to come into contact with them to beat the game. They became crucial story elements, starting with games like Adventure and Adventure 2, and continued being just that up until this day. So, to celebrate how important they are in the Sonic the Hedgehog series, I'm going to be counting down the top 7 best Chaos Emeralds. Now, as always, please keep in mind that these are simply my opinions, and they'll likely be different from the ones you have yourself. But let's get things kicked off with number 7. Number 7, the White Emerald. Here's one that really makes the set of Chaos Emeralds complete. I placed this one lower on the list because it's not as bright and colorful as the other emeralds, being all white and all. I know some other people might place this higher on their list, but it never did much for me as it did for other people. But that's okay, it made the list to begin with, which is what matters. Some might actually think it's silver or gray in color, and this has sparked several online arguments, so many I can't even count. This Chaos Emerald was used by Silver to make Sonic time travel when Sonic thought Elise was actually dead. And lastly, on an interesting note, this emerald looks similar to the emeralds when they lose their power, as those are just kind of a dark gray and this one's white, so if you turn the brightness down on this one, you'll get that. Fun fact! Number 6, purple. The purple emerald hasn't ever been too popular, but I like it more than the white emerald for sure. Purple is a really cool color, especially when a gem is purple, you know? I can't be the only one that thinks that. Scoring some bonus points for being the last emerald to be obtained in the Advance and Rush special stages, the Chaos Emerald wouldn't be complete without this gem. This here was one of the Chaos Emeralds that Rouge was looking for and eventually found in her Security Hall stage, and the emerald was almost done for until Shadow Chaos controlled into the locked room and saved it from a bomb. Thank God he did, or we wouldn't have this awesome looking Chaos Emerald today. Thank you, Shadow. Number 5, the Blue Emerald. Blue is such a great color, for many reasons. The sky and ocean are blue, but Sonic the Hedgehog is too. Not only that, but this was the first emerald he ever collected at all, through the first special stage in Sonic 1. So because of these two things, I like to think that this is Sonic's favorite Chaos Emerald. Since blue is a primary color, it really rounds out the group of 7 emeralds altogether, and makes it look pretty. It was quite a close call between this and the purple emerald, but I've been more attached to this one for a longer amount of time, so the choice was pretty obvious. I sort of think like the Chaos Emeralds are one big happy family, and the blue one is that funny, cool uncle that gives you imported Japanese video games when he comes to visit. And really, who doesn't like that? To me, the blue emerald will always be number 5. Number 4, the Yellow Emerald. The color yellow, as many of you probably know, was one of the earliest colors used in prehistoric cave art. Not only is it the color of Supersonic, Lemons, and Bumblebees, but it's the color of the damn 4th Chaos Emerald too. Being the second emerald collected in the Sonic 1 special stages, and the emerald collected from beating the Shadow rival battle in Generations, the Yellow Emerald easily takes the number 4 position. I can't think of another one that would be fitting enough to take this spot on the list. Yellow is often seen in the United States as a color that represents cowardliness. But one thing is for sure, whenever Sonic the Hedgehog grabs the Yellow Emerald, he's anything but cowardly. Rock on, Mr. Needlemouse, forever! Number 3, the Turquoise Emerald. Ah yes, the Turquoise Emerald. Call it sky blue or light blue or whatever, this one is a solid entry to have at number 3. Seriously, turquoise is an awesome color. I actually have a shirt that's turquoise too. Wow! I guess I have more in common with Sonic than I thought. This one was the first emerald obtained in Sonic 2 through that game's version of the special stages. You know, out of all 3 Genesis games' special stages, Sonic 2's are probably my least favorite. But at least they serve as another means of obtaining the Chaos Emeralds. This list wouldn't even exist without the Chaos Emeralds. Can you believe that? This emerald itself didn't even exist in the original Sonic 1 for Nintendo Genesis. Amazing stuff! Number 2, the Red Emerald. Red is personally my favorite color, so why didn't I put it at number 1? Well, I think the one that's a position above this does a better job at being a Chaos Emerald, honestly. Did you know that the very first Chaos Emerald you get in the special stages for the Advance and Rush games is this one? I didn't, until I found out. The Red Chaos Emerald has also been there from the very beginning, alongside Sonic way back when he was a little mute youngin'. They grow up so fast, don't they? Honestly, I don't have much else to say about the Red Emerald other than that it truly completes the set and looks damn good on a mantle. Alright, before I hit my number 1 Chaos Emerald, I'm gonna give a short list of some honorable mentions. Number 1. The Green Chaos Emerald. Honestly, could it be any other? The Green Chaos Emerald is by far the most iconic of the series, which is fitting since they're called Chaos Emeralds, as in the color, which this one is. This one has been there since the beginning, always right by Sonic in every twist, turn, loop-de-loop, and special stage. This is often seen as the emerald that represents all 7, especially because the Master Emerald is the same color. Did you know that, design-wise, the Master Emerald is just a bigger version of the Green Chaos Emerald? It's true! Take a look! I bet you didn't notice because you were focusing on how exactly is Sonic so blue and fast at the same time. But take a closer look when you get the chance. Shadow's often seen with this emerald. It's the one he first obtained in Sonic Adventure 2, and the one he obtained first in Shadow the Hedgehog, his very own game with motorbikes and firearms. Green can represent a lot of things, from nature to money. Nature, like how Sonic comes from the world of nature and wildlife, and money, how Robotnik probably has a lot of money because he has an entire fucking fleet of airships. Seriously, how did Eggman make, pay for, and control all of those? Jesus. Also, green is the main color of Vector the Crocodile. The Green Chaos Emerald is without a doubt my favorite Chaos Emerald of all time. Just look at it, it's so cool. It kinda makes you think of what Sonic would look like if he was actually a green guy. Funny stuff. Anyway, that's it for my top 7 Chaos Emeralds. I know that some of you probably aren't going to agree with my picks, but hey, that's why it's my list and not yours. So seriously, stop. Fuck off already. You can check out my other countdowns by clicking the annotation, which will take you to the playlist of all of them. And feel free to follow me on Twitter @HedgyLifeline. Thanks for watching and have a spectacular time. Chaos Control!